Marc is completely silent on stream.
Good, because he's lying about Frida's fee.
I think it was $60.
It was always 60 quid. It was
Yeah.
always 60.
Like I think Marc's trying to stiff you right now.
I think Marc should just give the fuck up because it's
I think Marc's just trying to stiff you. It was 60. Trust.
It was 50. I'm gonna look it up.
Anyhow, I'm Chris, and I am playing Quinn the Dictator, who is kind of for the 7,000th time, I think, having a bit of a mental crisis about the situation that she is currently in.
So, we're done. I have no idea what I'm doing. Where did we leave off? We were in what's it called? City of Game. You talk to the person who was the master there. It turns out to be the author David Gemmell, but an earlier version of him. Selena had a conversation with a god who did not name themselves, and everyone went off to bed. Am I right?
Yeah, actually, that was rarity. There was no big setup, no nothing. We probably all went. Everything seems okay.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm pretty suspicious, I think.
Suspicious of something I would do? Pff, never. So yeah, sorry, my head's a bit things. So what I think is that my idea for this place didn't actually go the way I thought it would. So I think we're just going to try and move on from it. So you all wake up. Throughout the night, you still hear the crashes and bangs, faraway roars and screams, which is strange since you didn't know there were humans there. Not enough to keep you awake, but in those times when you do wake up, that's what you hear. You're woken with dawn by one of the three women. You're brought food. What do you want to do in the morning when you get up?
Breakfast, I think.
Yeah.
How drunk did we get? Like, are we likely to be hungover?
That's up to all of you.
True.
Probably
I
a
think
bit.
maybe a smidge, yeah. So chances are...
Would I get hungover if I'm technically a corpse?
Excellent question.
Definite possibility.
I think Selena's gonna just very quietly come downstairs and ask, could I have some bacon and bread, please?
You get food, you're brought food right away. That's what I'd said in the morning. They wake you up with breakfast being cooked. You smell the bacon, so cooked in lard, freshly baked bread. Someone's probably been baking for the past 2 or 3 hours. No coffee, unfortunately.
Can't have everything.
Yeah, but otherwise a pleasant wake up.
Lovely. Yeah. Okay. So I think Selena's definitely going to be extremely appreciative of the delicious bacon and fresh bread, and will sort of sit down to eat it slowly. I think Selena might be up first, maybe, so she'll just be kind of putting herself together while everybody else is filtering downstairs. But happy to have a nice little scene at the breakfast table.
Everyone else?
Yeah, probably showing up, coming down, just like pain, like post that hangover yawn, the one you can feel coming from your feet. It's just, oh, please, for the love of fuck, tell me there's water and coffee.
Frida walks in absolutely fine, as if nothing happened, and says, "Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Are you okay? Are you okay? Would anyone like any breakfast?" And I cast my little good berry spell, and a bunch of berries fall from the ceiling onto the table, and I sit down and start jamming them in my face.
Okay, fuck you a little bit, Frida.
Do you still get hangovers, Paul?
Apparently I do.
Okay.
I'm not sure how, but you know what? At this stage, I've stopped trying to understand this place and just go with it.
Yeah. Guess.
Being dead kind of changes your perception on stuff.
I think that's probably true at home, really, in a significant way.
Yes, but here it's less. Yeah, but here it's so less final.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll.
Well-
was it wisdom willpower, please?
Oh, for the love of.
Who, me or
No, Paul. Difficulty
Wisdom.
of 2.
Excuse me.
Okay, let's
So that means you need to get more than 2 to pass.
All right. Wisdom. I can't.
You need
Oh.
to roll wisdom and
I
then
can roll wisdom
disable.
now.
What?
I can roll wisdom
Oh,
now.
okay.
2 3s, and what was the other one?
Perception, I think it is. Wisdom and int. Sorry, wisdom and int.
Okay. A 1, a 4, and a 5, and 2 3.
So that's 2 passes.
That's not enough.
Oh,
That's a fumble.
Okay.
Mid-sentence, Selena, you start to chew on your bacon. And you feel the hand grab you. Paul, what's Johnny Five saying to you as you sink your teeth into your friend's arm?
Stop! 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 Stop!
You feel
Yeah,
the
I-
teeth. It feels like cold metal biting into your arm.
okay. So I'm gonna just go in for a couple of punches around the eyes. You know, like Selena's all for kind of non-violent de-escalation, but not when there's someone who's got their teeth in her arm. I think that's the point where she skips.
Give us a
The
roll,
fan-
please.
Okay, so is that strength?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shit.
You try to hit him. You can't get the angle right, and you pull your arm and you feel it tear at the flesh on it, and you can take a point of damage as you start bleeding out. It's nicked the vein. Paul, what's he
Yeah?
doing? You are ravenous. You can feel inside. You know yourself that you shouldn't be doing this, but there's something in you that wants life, that wants you to. That
He's
wants to
half-
get back.
Chewing at that and half trying to pull, almost like he's trying to rip his own jaw. Or part of him is struggling.
Right, give me a roll, please, because you need to.
Same again.
No, the roll now is for damage. Strength roll, please.
5 and a 4.
You
I've just dislocated my own jaw, haven't I?
no, you've just torn off. Let's see how many. Like, how many? Sorry, you had guard before, so you would have lost guard first. So now you lose the hit point. Your guard would have went first. So do you have? Do you have defense?
I do have defense. I've got 2 defense currently.
Right, so you would take the one guard away. Now you lose 1 defense. You've not lost any hit points yet.
Okay,
You managed to get
that's
into your
good.
armor. You didn't feel it in your flesh. What you did was you felt it biting into your armor. But the what do you call it? The gauntlet is now wrecked.
I see. Damn the man. Well, gonna try and sort of move away from him.
Give me a dex roll.
Okay.
Is anyone else doing anything? Or are you two just watching
Yeah,
this and going?
This
"Oh,
is the moment
Um,
that Quinn slowly steps down the stairs. So she's kind of frozen at the top of the stairs.
You see an absolutely feral look on Paul's face. Everything
Wait,
about
so-
him is kind of glitching.
Like pixelating in and out.
I'm confused. Who's attacking who?
Paul's attacking Selena.
Attacking Selena.
All right, I'm gonna. I don't know if this is taking the piss or not, but I'm gonna quickly flick through my little spell book and try to cast or to do some kind of equivalent to like turn undead to make Paul stop and run away.
Paul's not really undead.
Is that something I can do?
No, because he's not really undead. It's
Okay. In that case,
there are undead in this world. Like the Selena's got the skeletons and stuff. That would work on them.
in that case, can I try and put him to sleep?
You certainly can. Yes.
He is growling, shrieking, but you can also hear like.
I've got a 2, a 1, a 3, and a 4.
For a second there, you feel your one eyelid start to flutter, and then your anger turns towards, or your hunger, sorry, turns towards Frida.
Ah,
Attack
shit.
roll, Paul, please, as you lunge for Frida.
Okay, strength. 3 and a 6.
What's your defense? Your yeah. Do you have any defense and your guard? How much guard do you have? Frida. Frida. Oh, Chris.
Yeah,
you've
I'm
been
looking it
subscribed for
up.
1 year. Thank you very much, mate.
My guard is 3.
Your guard is 3. They'd take 1 away from your guard. How
Cool.
much? Sorry, Selena, how much was your guard?
I have 2 guard.
Right.
and-
Okay. So you've not lost 1 defense, and you've lost both guard.
Okay, so I'm now at 0 guard.
Yeah, but you still have your armor.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Well, it's just boiled leather armor, but yeah.
Quinn, what about you?
What about me? What do I do?
Yes, please.
This is the moment that I rush down the stairs and try to tackle Paul.
Give me a dex roll.
Yes. 1 second. A 4, a 6, and a 4.
You tackle Paul to the ground. His teeth, his face is gnashing. You see he looks almost inhuman. You feel... So as his body glitches in and out, there's like his head kind of pixelated. You feel the roughness under your hands, but you have him on the floor beneath you. Selena?
I want to try and like incapacitate Paul without killing him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so can a fallen be rendered unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. I think she's gonna try and go for, a blow to the back of the head that will hopefully knock him out, because definitely not trying to kill him. So she's kind of pulling the punch somewhat. But I think...
Okay, this is a difficulty 2 again, if you're trying to knock him out rather than...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to kill him. He just tried to take a chunk out of me, but he didn't. So, if he'd gotten through and I was, if we were going by zombie film rules, then yeah, she absolutely would be going in for the kill. But no, not this time. So yeah, I think she's just going to try and hit him gently-ish with a hammer.
A love tap.
Love tap, exactly.
tap.
Just a good solid thunk.
Give us your roll. Actually, Chris, Quinn, before we move on there, you got 1-6, by the way, so you get 3 successes with 1-6. Is there anything special you want to do with that 1-6? Within reason.
Basically, just like Quinn tackled him in a way that her body weight is holding him down as much as possible.
Then it's only difficulty 1, Selena, for you. So you need to get more than 1 success.
Me.
Yes.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So what is that? Strength.
Yes.
Okay. None of them.
There we
A
go.
4, a 3, and a 6.
Hooray!
You swing your hammer almost too hard at first, but being who you are, you're able to just pull it in a bit, and it taps him in the head, and you see his eyes kind of cross and then roll up. You're pretty sure you hear birds tweeting somewhere, and he falls limp beneath Quinn.
Did you fucking kill him?
I was trying not to. I think
Fuck happened.
he just.
I immediately
she-
start giving Paul mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Paul doesn't breathe anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm going to continue doing that because
you
he's
don't
just
know.
not breathing. So I'm just going to yell at people. He's not breathing.
You
I
hear
don't
a
think he-
small voice, robotic. It is okay. Distorted Echo is merely unconscious. Please restrain his hands and feet.
Okay.
Quinn grabs like, is there a tablecloth or something on the table?
There'll be cloths about you. The three
Yeah.
women are just standing all shocked.
Quinn grabs like the closest piece of cloth and just starts knotting up his hands.
The younger one sees what you're doing
I will
and
turn to the
runs and gets something longer to come and help.
I'll turn to the three women and say, "Don't worry, he's always like this after a drink."
All right, what the fuck do we do? Do we sit him up, put him on a chair, tie him to the chair or something? The fuck was wrong with him? Did you see his face?
I did. He just. I think that's part of what he is now. I think there's just an impulse in him that he can't. That wasn't. It was him, but it wasn't him. Do you see what I mean? Like, there's something in him now that makes him hunger for us. And I've been scared about this happening since he fell. But
Did we come to a conclusion on whether the other people in this world are real or not?
well, they're as real as we are, as far as we can tell, right? Because as soon as we
That's
die,
a shame. Because we
Is
could
it?
just have, if they weren't real, we could have fed them to Paul and would have sated his hunger. But if they're
He's
real,
not
that would be
hungry for
morally
them.
wrong.
He's only hungry for other paragons.
yeah, he wants us.
Yeah, but I don't know that.
Oh, you do. You've been told that.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, barkeep.
The middle.
Could you bring forth?
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, on you go.
Can you bring forth steak? Lots of it.
We don't have steak at this time in the morning. We've just opened up. If you'd like, you could help us clear this mess.
We need something that can disinfect and a cloth or something. He fucking bit you.
I didn't go through.
He didn't break the skin, although I'm gonna need some new armor before too long. But glad I put my jerkin on this morning.
Your guard replenishes, by the way. That's back. Your
that's
guard
back now.
replenishes every fight. Your defense doesn't, so that was the
Okay.
wear and tear on your armor and then the damage.
Got you. Okay. All right.
Is he still on the floor?
I guess, like, let's pull him upright, tie him to a chair, and when he comes round, we'll have to have a talk with him about the nature of control. Thanks for helping me out, Quinn. Thank you.
Once you have him tied to the chair, Paul, you start to come to.
Okay.
So I think we can agree we've had nicer breakfasts. What happened, Paul?
We were just talking, and then the next thing I know, I was so hungry. And then I saw you. And I just needed to eat. And I just needed to stop it. And I have been stopping it with everything I can lay my hands on. Fried chicken, Joyland, junk, mud, bad bacon, everything. And sometimes at work, bad bacon here. Maybe a couple of live birds now and then. Being able to keep it down, able to make it stop, able to kind of like, when you quit smoking, so you use a vape or you use a nicotine patch, it takes the edge off. And I've been able to take the edge off, but just for some reason this morning, I just couldn't keep it under control. And then the next thing I know, everything in my head feels like static. And all I see are lines of code and data and just starving. Not the starving you get whenever you wake up. Not a starving you feel like I felt like I haven't eaten days, weeks, and I can't. And all I have to do is lean forward and take a bite, and that's it. And that's all I felt until I woke up. And now I appear to be here, and my teeth feel a bit cracked.
I turn and stare at the barkeep and say again, I don't care about your breakfast menu. Bring him steak, or he might get bitey.
Frida, you would know that's not what it is. You know that it's not a zombie.
He just said he keeps it at bay with birds and stuff.
You
So,
don't know why
you
he
know.
said that, but it's not. It's not.
Well, I was trying, like psychological, He puts it in his head, like if I do this, then I should be fine,
It's not about eating. It's not about, the a virus or whatever else. It's about wanting to be alive again, and you can only do that by not consuming, but by killing a paragon. It doesn't mean you
Gotcha.
consume them.
All right, well, just imagine everything I just said there, but we swap it over to living. It's a Renfield syndrome.
So I take the others aside to say, so the situation is he's going to keep trying to kill us so he can live. Is there any other way we have found that can stop him from doing this?
Can I hear this?
Apart from him killing
Probably.
a paragon? I took them to a side so you wouldn't hear this.
Because I actually have
He is a Neo.
There is a way.
I have a very controversial suggestion.
Let me guess, you want us to kill him?
No, hear me out on this. I know we've discussed this before, and I know what you said the consequences would be if I were to do so. But the fact is that this is an impulse he cannot control. Maybe if he would let me, I could help him control it, at least for a bit.
By telling him that he can't eat any of us with your voice.
By maybe programming him to say his first priority is always to protect us.
I think that's a step too far. Couldn't you just tell him to not try to eat us?
I could try, but I'm not.
Like, I think
sure.
if you go across the line of saying what his first priority should be, rather that is basically taking away all of his agency, which would be wrong. But if you would just say, "Don't try to kill us," and name all of us in this group, that would solve the problem and still leave him with the ability to choose what he does in general.
But I would have
you
to
know,
tell him he would need to obey, basically, that one command.
but you also know that you would then not be able to use your power at all for anything else.
Yeah. It's kind of locked in then.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
But Quinn knows this. You
Dictators.
don't know this.
Oh, okay.
Unless Quinn's told you more about it.
I don't think she did.
No.
As long as I don't use my voice on someone else, or
Yeah. If you use your voice someone else, then the
Paul is
command is
released.
going exactly. Yeah.
One at once. I mean, we're talking about mind controlling our friend. But I don't see that there's many other options, unless...
You could chain him up. It's the older woman. Just, take him about like a dog. One of my ex-husbands was like that. I think he enjoyed it. I've still got the chains if you want.
Well, I suppose even in this world it really does take all sorts. But I think... Do we need him to agree to this?
well,
Can I actually hear them?
Yeah, I would think the unless your
I would-
5 decides not to let you hear them.
Should I roll for that?
No, I think so an odd or even.
Let's go with a nice even.
See what we get. Dead air. Nobody talk, because,
regardless of if Paul is hearing this or not, Quinn's going to immediately interject. You said he's our friend. So why would we take that choice away from him?
Yeah. Yeah. I know, I just...
The one reason you've always said that if I ever use my voice on you, you'd kill me is because you always made this assumption that I would just willy-nilly decide to do something ridiculous. I know I don't seem like the most trustworthy person at times, but so far I've played ball with all of your little expeditions and all of your little adventures to look
Quinn, do it.
for ghosts.
you hear him shout from the other room.
I guess he wants this to be done.
If it
And
helps, it was nothing personal. I would have threatened to kill anyone who had the power you have. I didn't make that call based on your personality. I made that call based on the power.
This goes against every philosophical belief I have, but right now, pragmatism has to replace it. Do it, Quinn.
Quinn kneels down in front of Paul and she says, if I had a different choice,
I know.
because the only other option I see is death.
There is a way to stop it, I've been told, that doesn't involve killing any of you, but I got a funny feeling we won't be able to do it until the very end.
What is it?
Kill that monster, the one who tracked Willow, Willow, the one who killed John.
The stranger.
Sure. Stranger dies, I get a heartbeat.
Well, all right. Let's...
At least that's what I've been told.
Right. So, Quinn, what are you using?
Why have I got my hands like this? Get into character.
Give me a second. I need to scroll into the.
Dun-dun-dun.
Trust
Okay.
is in my emotional wheel.
And you're wanting to, what is it?
I want to make him basically not kill us.
Right, okay, sorry. The number of successes, okay, the target of the voice is known as the audience. The number of successes the dictator rolls is how powerful the audience feels the emotion below, right? So you're wanting trust.
Yeah.
And Paul, you can resist this if you want, but it doesn't seem like you want
No, I'm purposely going to unresist.
to. Okay. So,
Or better said, I want Paul to trust that he will not attack us, regardless of how hungry he feels. To trust in himself, not to attack us.
Not hunger. Not hunger.
Yeah.
Want to live.
Yeah.
We have to be. We're monkey paw in this.
Okay. Yeah. But I want him to trust in himself to do what he has to do so that he does not kill us.
monkey pawing it is a good idea.
Why did I fucking mention that?
Oh no, I'm saying it's a good idea.
Oh, right. Sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned that. I should have quickly mentioned that.
But anyway, right, so. What is the role here? It's charisma, isn't it?
I think it's charisma, yeah.
And what's your tell? What happens to you that shows everyone you're using the voice?
Basically, the face begins to deform. It begins to become more skeletal, more like mummified, kind of. The what's it called? The eyes become just this like dark void, kind of like a bit like the Crypt Keeper, you know, from Tales of the Crypt. Kind of like that starts to slowly spread across her face.
You see the skin start to flake away into the air. Even though the lights don't dim, it seems like they dim. Now give us a roll charisma with your D4, please.
Okay, give me a second. And where do I have it? Right at the end. 2 successes, or so 6, 6, and 2.
So you can have then up to 4 successes. Let's see. So no, you need to roll your D4 as well.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's alright.
Damn it! I don't think I have that in my hot bar.
Then just on the dice thing
There
on
we
the side, there you go. Okay, so this is then tricky because in total now you would have 6 successes. However, 6 with the voice
would kill him.
Basically, the supernaturally intense emotions beyond anything in reality will likely have miraculous effects. So what you can do is do 1 up, 1 down, which would take you to 5, which would be an all-consuming obsession, often the further reaches of madness. So that would push him to protect you all, probably, over everything. Or you could take it down to 2. So they feel it intensely. It's hard to do anything not related to it. So they would still need to overcome a willpower roll, but it would be difficulty 2 rather than difficulty 3.
Okay, then I'll take it down to a 2.
Okay.
It's either that or I just go, "Don't step on that! You could slip."
Okay,
I
that's
don't
a
want
bit
your
much for you.
I don't want your head exploding right now either.
Don't. That is actually. I'll tell you after when we're on a break or afterwards. I'll go-
Look, sorry, we take it. No, you could have it at 4 because you've got 2. So you've got 4 successes. You put it up 1 to 5 and then down 1 to 4. Yeah, so it's either 2 or 4 or 6.
If I think they feel it intensely is enough, or
Okay.
what? Like I think that should be enough
Yeah, that's fine.
because like more intense than love for a soulmate sounds like very harsh.
Eh,
Yeah, let's
depends on
stick
your
with
partner, I suppose.
let's stick
We
with
love you,
2.
Rita. Right, stick with 2. How does it feel for Paul as this feeling comes over? Not Paul, how do you feel as this compulsion? It doesn't really feel like a compulsion. It's more this feeling rising in you. How does it?
It feels like you half remember a song, and you can just not that I'm actually picturing a song, but you know when you hear something and you know that it doesn't sound like that sounds like another song, and I need just it's gonna just be there, just trying to figure out just this little earworm, just trying to, and it's just that there. It's not painful. It's not even annoying, but it's just slightly at the back of the head, just the back of the mind, just going. So it's there. Um, you meant physical. You meant hard, physically felt, didn't you?
No.
Oh, right, right, okay.
No, emotionally feel. It doesn't physically feel like anything.
Emotionally, it's like trying to identify a tune, or rather, a tune that another tune reminds you of.
So what's going on now? Things have calmed down. The tables have been righted. Water's been brought out. A steak gets thrown at Frida. Just catches her right in the eye.
Thanks. Here, Paul. I don't know if this is going to help at all, but maybe you can imagine killing this and pretending it's one of us.
Is this
Probably
cooked?
Quinn. No, it's raw. She didn't specify.
I don't need. I always think my medium rare. Is it a
Like, I
garlic
know
one?
it's raw, but we're raw too, so maybe it'll help.
You're no longer glitching out either.
I think Selena's probably been put off her breakfast. Really. Assuming it didn't end up all over the floor. I think she's like, no,
It's already been cleaned up.
yeah. And she's like, I'm good. And I think she's asking the barkeep if they have any sort of hot beverage that she can wake up with. Like, I know they don't have coffee, but do they have some form of tea or perhaps hot chocolate?
They bring you tea, no problem.
Tea, fantastic. Sounds great. I would love some tea.
Great steaming mug of it.
Awesome. And she's just going to sit down several chairs away from Paul. And okay, so that's a thing that happened.
Finn kind of gets up from kneeling in front of Paul and she looks at him and just like eyes him for a second and she asks him, "All good?"
For the moment, yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Don't worry about it. She turns around and she starts whistling a melody to herself while she walks towards the innkeeper and asks, "Do you have an apple or something? I'm starving."
Of course, dear. It's the older one again. And she just turns around and picks one out. You can see there's lots of food back there. And she tosses it to you. It's just as sweet as you, honey.
Finn
bite
catches
into
it
it,
and
it's just
smiles.
bitterest one. No, I'm joking.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
All right. So, what's the plan then? What's the plan today? I've kind of gone blank.
I think our plan was thrown out the moment Paul decided that he wanted to have you as breakfast. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm glad we stopped that from happening. And
Um,
again, thank you, Quinn.
I think the best thing we could do is probably wait this out, see that that it worked, that it sat, and then we can check on where's Emma, by the way.
I didn't either.
You've not seen her at all.
She hasn't come down yet. She was really putting the ales away last night, though. So maybe
Yeah.
give another hour. Give her another hour or so.
All right. Maybe let's not tell her about Paul's little
It's
mishap.
better that everyone knows, just to be in the safe.
Okay.
You
Well,
think?
Yeah, I'd sooner that we actually have it than. At least that way, there's less chance of anyone being caught unawares. Hopefully.
I just feel that the two of you have kind of given into your vices a little bit. Don't misunderstand me, but that hammer of hers.
It's not a hammer anymore.
Oh,
She has a spear now.
yeah, sorry.
That's all right. It's easy to
um,
forget.
but I don't know. Haven't you noticed she's been acting a bit odd as well?
she's
Happy?
she doesn't seem to be a loathing knight anymore, does she? And it's difficult. Like, it's weird to say this, but it's very difficult for me to feel joy here in this place. I'm just constantly on edge. It's consciously anxious that something terrible is about to happen, if not to us, then very near us. And we'll get dragged into it.
Yeah. Um, I would suggest we give Emma that hour and then maybe uh we get moving.
Yeah. Get down to the docks.
Up to the docks.
Up to the docks.
You need to
Yeah.
climb. Well,
Down, 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 up the docks, blah, blah, blah.
What is wrong with the
Um,
hydrology in this place?
It's how we get across the. I don't know.
let's, you know what? Let me scope out the docks first and see if these dock people, like the dock people I've dealt with. I won't do anything rash or crazy. I'm just going to go and check out the scene and see if what my knowledge on dock people is going to be useful or not.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go do that. So,
I put my hand on Paul's shoulder and just say, "You're going to be okay, mate. You're going to be okay, friend."
I think I might need. I think I'm more concerned about whether you guys are going to be okay. But if you score any downers or K, I'll take some.
Downers? Why, my boy? I click my fingers and cast my adapted goodberry, and weed falls from the sky, lands all around Paul. You two, get rolling. I'll be back. And I run out the door to head to the docks.
and she forgets that she has no magic papers.
Anyone got a pipe? That's hard. Just is anyone
The
got to
old
play
woman
for the
throws you
doors?
another apple. And Frida, you head out the door. It's early morning, sun's up, but it's you're just seeing it out the distance from the way you came. You start to move up. The streets are quite broad here. It's cobbled. Fairly clean. I mean, it smells like it's not a modern city. You can tell that whoever thought it up had an idea of a medieval sort of place. As you're walking, you hear a voice. You're going to see those fruits then? You see.
You talking to me?
Sandra. Yes. You
What
see them in-
fruits?
The dog workers. We met yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, I know, but I didn't. When you said fruits, I took that entirely at face value. You mean the human beings that work at the docks that you call fruits for reasons I do not understand?
Because they need vitamin C.
But the fruit has vitamin C, so if they were fruits, they wouldn't need vitamin C because they would have
But
vitamin C already.
Yes, but they need so much fruit. We call them fruits.
Okay, fine. Yes, I'm off to go and walk around the docks. Yes.
Well, have a lovely day. And she starts walking.
You
down,
too.
carrying a basket.
Don't get distracted by what's in the basket. Don't get distracted by what's in the basket. Don't get distracted by what's in the basket. Hey, lady, what's in the basket? Oh, God damn it.
She doesn't seem to hear you. And she just trots off down.
That's probably for the best. I'm going to continue towards the docks.
It takes you a while. You go through another 3 walls, was it? Each one, the city seems very different. The next one up is Hados, so the god of death is the name of the wall. And it's much more cramped. There's a lot of, it seems like barracks for soldiers. I mean, there's civilian places too, but you see a lot of soldiers getting ready, a lot of barracks, a lot of preparations being done. The next part is more so upper middle class merchants, things like that. There's again much broader streets. You see a couple of inns which look much more fancy than the ones you stayed in. And then at the last wall, which is called Druss, you're up beside the where the keep actually is. And as you climb up there, you head towards where the dock is. You stop for a moment and take it in. In front of you, there's 6, 7 airships. And before you, maybe 600 metres down, you see the ocean. And that's where we'll leave it tonight. I know it was short, but
It's all right.
I'm having to get it.
It's all right. Selena was a bit out of it anyway, having nearly gotten chowed down upon. So I think she's...
It's a good job you stopped it there, because I was about to try and steal one of those airships and
I thought you
pilot
might
her
have
and pick everyone up and get on our way.
Which is an absolutely brilliant thing for a fool to do.
I'm playing the part.
Exactly. Anyway, that was Die. Short,
Yay.
but sweet. We have more games coming out. I don't know. There's games at some point. Masks is on Saturday. I know that. And then on Sunday is. What's on Sunday? Do we have Fallout on Sunday?
Fallout?
I think we have Fallout on Sunday. Someone here should tell us if they know.
Michelle,
Yeah?
Fallout on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fallout on Sunday, and then I think we're wrapping up Mothership on Tuesday, and then coming back soon will be Marvel for season 2, which I've actually just done and have the story all prepared, which is not bad. So we'll go down the same way, starting with Ashleigh, say goodnight, and then we'll fuck off.
Awesome. Yeah. So hello, I'm Ashleigh, and yeah, good game. Slightly short. Was not expecting to get attacked. I've wondered actually if we feel like we want to trigger some of the MAGA crowd, we can just change the name of the game from Die to
DEI.
DEI.
Yeah.
DEI. You know, see if that does us any good. And yeah, fun times. See you all in a couple of weeks, and I will pass us on to Michelle.
I'm Michelle. I played Frida. I don't know what more to say. I don't know.
I had a wonderful time, Mark. You're the best storyteller I've ever met. Thank you so much. You're brilliant. But no, you don't say that, so that's fine. No, too late now.
Thanks, Mark. That was great.
Fuck you. No. Don't vote. Punch your babies. Who's next? Who's saying goodbye next?
I guess I'll go. So, the definition of a bottle episode is an episode of a television show that is written so that it requires only one set or scene and a limited number of cast members. Now, I think we just had a very fun little bottle episode. I think a lot happened. I guess I did get to use my voice on someone and didn't get murdered. Rita.
Consensually as well. It's amazing.
Yeah. And now you can't murder me anymore because once you do, Paul may turn feral again.
Bum, bum, bum.
No, anyway, my name's Chris. I play Quinn the Dictator, and yeah, I had a fun game.
Thank you very much. And Patrick, last but certainly not least.
Hi everyone.
Hi,
I'm-
everybody.
Hey, I'm Pat. I had fun tonight. Get in contact with my inner.
Army Hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, that is literally Army Hammer. That is Army Hammer right there, doing his thing.
You eat a deer's heart once, okay?
That's all it takes. You eat one deer's heart once.
And send lots of text messages
Commit it, allowing people to know that you're involved in it.
saying you want to eat
And
someone that's,
yeah, I want everyone to know that acts of self-defense also include removing the parasitic billionaire class, and we here at Tales of Myth and Mayhem fully support oligarch side. Oligarchy side. Yeah. So remember, aim small, miss small. Okay. Just saying.
Right. Yeah, so
Bye ad revenue.
we don't get ad revenue talking about it. We make like I
get
think last
ad
year,
rev-
last year we made like 100 no, I think €200 I think for the whole year.
Wasn't there actually a game that came out, a Kickstarter, a couple of years ago? I meant to back, but I just never got around to, which was like a fantasy, well, an anarchist society, but it was like 1930s, 40s, but fantasy element, and the meta plot was they were being invaded by the fascist country to the south. I remember this getting kickstarted. I've been trying to find it because that looks fun. That's how I wanted revolutionary Catalonia to turn out. That's what I wanted homage to Catalonia to turn out. And then Orwell summon a red dragon, and the POUN and the CNT conquered all.
There, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll tell you about something because there's a game coming which you will actually absolutely love. It's from Soul Muppet Games, Soul Muppet Publishing. Give me a minute. It is called, and I'll tell you, Mad as Hell. Wait, I'll tell you what it says. Ad as Hell is a new anti-capitalist demon-hunting TTRPG by Soul Muppet Publishing. Play as radicals, members of various communities banding together to fight literal demons of capitalism. So I think that's when it's launching soon on Kickstarter. I would definitely be backing it and definitely running it at some point because it looks fucking awesome.
For sure. Could you send me a link to that,
shall
actually?
I too would like a link.
Just
I
post
would-
it. Just post
just,
it in
just
our
post it. Just post it on
Discord.
Just link it in
Just
the
link
the
it everywhere.
YouTube video when it goes live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do.
No.
Hey, back this. Magnus Archive is also coming out.
It's not. That is what do you call it for it? An add-on.
Is it?
Yes.
right.
That funded the original game funded last year, I think, or the year before.
Oh no! I think it hasn't went to print yet.
Oh yeah, no, it's printed. That's everything I've got. The original. If you back this new one, which is it's like an expansion for it, you can get the original book as well with it.
Oh, cool.
Speaking about anti-capitalist demon hunters,
And
I already have a character. I'll be Duffy the Bitcoin Slayer.
nice.
There was actually a comic
Patrick,
that was.
we played it on the stream. You didn't play, but we played on the stream. We played Magnus Archives.
All right. No, I was just about to say, Chris, there
Doesn't
actually
even watch our
was
channel.
a Buffy the Anarcho-Syndicalist.
We are going to leave just now before this gets
Yeah,
any more
it's
derailed.
It's so fun.
Thank you very much, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodle poop.